I hope we do work again, Will, because I don't know how much time you got left. As a young guy trying to achieve the success that you have already achieved.
You ain't that young.
Well, just
Stop with everybody that's a little bit older.
Well, let's just...
It appears that Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell may have subtly hinted at Kevin Hart being a bit of a mixed breed in the Hollywood scene. Rumors are swirling after Wahlberg and Ferrell dropped some cryptic remarks that seem to point in Hart's direction. So what exactly did they say, having numerous critically acclaimed movies under his belt? Mark Wahlberg became one of the most renowned faces in Hollywood, playing his infamous role of Cade Jagger in Michael Bay's popular Transformers franchise. Wahlberg ride his hands on sci-fi movies. Further, the actor even shared the screen with the renowned comedian Kevin Hart in the 2022 film Me Time. Following their performance and working together, Mark Wahlberg appeared on Kevin Hart's show, Hart to recall his career timeline. Appearing on the show early on in 2023, Wahlberg spent quality time discussing his inception and struggles in Hollywood. However, soon Hart went on to attack the actor for his growing age, that young, feeling humiliated by Hart's approach to the discussion about his tenure in Hollywood. Mark Wahlberg slammed the comedian for his ageism. "You ain't that effing young, stop effing with everybody that's a little bit older," Wahlberg called out, further recalling Hart's previous humiliating incident of ageism with MCU actor Chel. Wahlberg criticized the host for his malevolent approach. For context, in 2021, Kevin Hart and Chel were engaged in a discussion about age and the meaning of damn in a now viral clip from Peacock's Hart to Hart. The series Hart to Hart had been promoted as an unplanned, unscripted, unfiltered talk show, and just 1 week after its release, a portion of it had garnered significant attention. Earlier that week, a viewer shared a clip from the Peacock series on Twitter that showcased what seemed to be an amusing exchange between Hart and guest Chel. The moment arose when Chel mentioned his age.
I'm sorry.
Despite Hart's attempt to apologize, Chel's demeanor remained unimpressed. "Just understand, I did not mean it the way it came out," Hart insisted. "We'll take a poll on how you meant it with people here later." After the show's over, Chel retorted. The conversation then evolved into a playful debate as they attempted to decipher the exact nature of Hart's damn. Chel pointed out that the subsequent damn Hart uttered as he tried to clarify himself differed from the initial one, as Chel plainly stated these were two different damns. The clip quickly gained traction, being shared more than 20,000 times and accumulating over 70,000 likes. Despite the comedic nature of the exchange, some viewers interpreted it as a subtle form of mockery from Hart towards Chel. "He looked like the words actually hit him in the face," one observer commented on Chel's reaction. Another viewer tweeted, "It was so uncomfortable to watch." While the interaction with Chel was undoubtedly contentious, this next incident took offense to an level. Sometime back, Kevin invited Will Ferrell onto his show, only to insinuate that their collaboration should be carried out soon as Will's time on Earth was limited. This audacious remark not only raised eyebrows, but also ignited a firestorm of criticism, leaving many to wonder how far Hart is willing to push the boundaries of comedy at the expense of his esteemed colleagues.
We do work again, Will, because I don't know how much time you got left. And I would love for us to do something before it's too late.
Fans believe that Kevin was flabbergasted due to Will's round-bish response. What an amazing response to a proverbial jab taken at him. He didn't block, he didn't counter. He just weaved. He did it so beautifully that it even threw off the attacker. It made Kevin break. However, others believe that Kevin is just playing out his character. Man, the comedic chemistry between the two is amazing to watch. How quick they are to keep building off of each other's jokes, and how Kevin wanted to keep it going, but okay character. Because Will is just too funny. Adding to the mounting drama, Kevin engaged in a light spat with none other than Dr. Dre, the legendary artist responsible for shaping the careers of countless musicians and his involvement in various high-profile business ventures. Kevin had the guts to accuse Dre of false age, making him older than he already is. 6. You're not going to 60 door in any case. More recently, actor and comedian MoNique also spoke about how Kevin Hart is allegedly a Hollywood player who thrives at mocking comedians in need.
Asked Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, "I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you." I said, "Good Kevin, because we're in a..."
MoNique prefaced her comments about Hart by admitting that he wrote a check to support her when she was down bad, and that she would be forever grateful for it. though she made a point to say that she paid it back with interest when the actress was a guest on Hart's podcast Comedy Gold Mines. In 2021, he introduced her as an auntie, a mama, a spirit, and called her Mama Mo. She spoke on the podcast about Oprah Perry and Precious director Lee Daniels, who had not yet publicly apologized to her. Hart said he'd reach out to Perry to coordinate squashing the beef, to which Perry was allegedly not amenable. But she said Hart promised her he would execute produce and partner with her on whatever she was working on, which excited her because she and Hicks were working on a talk show deal. Hart's manager, Dave Becky, allegedly told MoNique's production company that Hart wanted nothing to do with her. I called Kevin Hart immediately and told him they said you didn't want to work with me. She said he said it's just a miscommunication. We're going to talk Tuesday. That was 2 years ago. I've never talked to Kevin Hart again. That's what we're faced with. You allow someone to come between your relationship with a woman you said was like your mother. Now, the weird thing about this is that MoNique isn't the first person to expose Kevin Hart for allegedly being a power slave. You see, just a month ago, Cat Williams sat on the same seat on Club Shay podcast talking about Kevin Hart. Williams began by highlighting the astonishing trajectory of Kevin Hart's career in Hollywood by first questioning the unprecedented speed with which Hart achieved success.
15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any time.
In the interview, Cat Williams introduced the term plant to describe someone who seemingly appears out of nowhere and attains success without the traditional struggles that comedians often face, and then claims they are self-made. Williams then drew attention to the fact that Kevin Hart's documentary with Chris Rock revealed his comedy routes on the East Coast. He pointed to a perceived contradiction in Hart's narrative, noting he just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast, so how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. Williams probed into the inconsistencies in Hart's story, challenging the WID accepted narrative of an overnight success. In any case, Kevin Hart also once addressed the rumors of his overnight success. In 2014, Kevin Hart sat down with Oprah for an interview on Oprah Prime, where he delved into the intricacies of his skyrocketing career and the harsh realities of finding G's success in Hollywood. Hollywood has a way of making everything seem like an overnight success, Hart explained during the interview. But I've had 18 years in the business. I put in my time. I got dues that have been paid and paid again and paid one more time after that. I stayed true to my dreams, and eventually they came true. Oprah pointed out the countless hardworking individuals striving to break into the industry and achieve success. She probed Hart on why he was able to do it while so many others faced insurmountable challenges. The difference in me is that I paid attention to what people did before me, whether it was right or wrong. Hart reflected everybody that's successful lays a blueprint out. Not only did Hart pay attention, but even back in 2014, he surrounded himself with tangible reminders of those who paved the way for him, from Eddie Murphy to Chris Rock to Richard Pryor. The walls of his home, adorned with pictures and paintings of comedians he considered mentors, served as daily inspiration. I come down these steps every day. I look at Richard. He was great. I see Eddie. He was great. I see Chris Rock. He was great. Hart shared. It's a constant reminder. What am I trying to achieve? I want to be great. This unwavering motivation, as Hart expressed in the interview, was his belief in what set him apart in Hollywood. What separates me is my drive. He stated, my drive is other people's success anyway. Cat Williams didn't stop at questioning Kevin Hart's rapid rise. He also delved into the dynamics of Hollywood gatekeepers. Williams challenged the notion that there are no gatekeepers in the entertainment industry, asserting that he has observed individuals controlling access to opportunities. He used the example of Kevin Hart supposedly letting Tiffany Haddish into the industry, raising the question of whether gatekeepers do indeed exist.